welcome to DCCodesandGames.com. This is Railway Empire 2 and we are going to master the flow of traffic and to eliminate the congestion. We have Austin here and we have a network that I built and it's a circle. And we've also got all these rail networks going. Now there's three main points you want to consider to try to stop this congestion happening, and you can see there's a congestion area here with the trains. First point is to make sure that all your tracks and all your trains are actually linked up together so that they're all working properly, there's no problems, and they're going the shortest route and everything, and they're not having to change on stations, even though not all of mine are doing that. But that's the first point. Second point is put more tracks and assign trains to different tracks. Now for instance, you can go into the editing tab here and you can try to start choosing different lines that it could be using. So for instance, this could be using something like, but you have to also remember the duration. So it's 27.5 days. So if you change this on when it goes to Stark Terminal and you change the track to maybe here, you can see the waypoints changing as well. So that will help you with trying to eliminate the congestion, and the percentage wise here shows you how much utilization the track is using. So I would put it maybe on the 12%, or even no, 0 actually would be better, right? Now it's going up about a day doing that because it's going back and forth, so you don't really want to do that. Yeah, number 7 is okay because it's only going up by, no, it's going down, so that would be a better one to use. So let's say yes. And then you got Martin Rest. So on this one, I'd look at to see what the percentages is like. 1%, but that's going up too many days. So maybe it's 5%. No, we will this one. No. Okay, that's a better one. 2%, that will work. And it's gone down the days. So notice that. And then in this one, maybe I want, let's say this one I could use. It hasn't made a difference. You know, just go through all these. Straight away that will improve the area of what it's taking. Because at the moment I must have been using, it must be using this one or something, number 37, if I'm correct. No. So these number 5. So you could just use number 7. That's all good, you confirm that. That's fine. In the start of the game you have, maybe you put like 2 tracks, and that's fine for the start of the train because you don't have a lot of trains. But also remember that later on you might see that you have to increase it to 5 trains on one line, which is a bit much. I'd put maybe maximum 4, so in this one I might change that and I might reduce the trains, then copy it, and then another line which is not using the same line, and that will just reduce things. But at the moment I can't do that here because I've only got 2 tracks, so I'd have to build another 4 tracks to do that. The third point I have is that I have a train station here, if you notice, and I have one for just passengers trains, so I'm keeping them separate, and I have a second one called Supply 2. So if you notice that trains are using the pass-through here. This helps a lot. Another thing I might want to do on this pass-through is have a supply tower just here as well, so that actually when trains go by, the ones that go through here can use this, the ones that go through here can use this. So then there's a steady flowing mechanism there. Also, the second station not just acts as a pass-through. If you really want to be really good with your, and if you had like loads of trains, you could even get another pass-through line over here like this. So you would put another line like that. I think the maximum stations you're allowed are 3 per city. You wouldn't be able to actually build another station, but you could definitely build another pass-through, you see. Anyway, we're not going to do that, but that's another option you could, but I think that's a bit over excessive at the moment. It's not like we have hundreds of trains. Now, another point is you will also see that you can actually go to the lines and you can click on them and it will bring up all the trains that are using that line. That makes it more organized, and then you can see which ones are doing well, which ones are not so much. And then you can see this line as well. You can see all these lines. Oh, so you can see that the ones that's causing a lot of traffic is the 18.6, but it is going down, I think. And but you can see now that I've actually taken off quite a lot of that. So not everyone should be using this line. So the congestion should really go if we speed it up. You can see the congestion at the moment I'm sort of got rid of in Austin, which I really needed to do that. I'm making me quite a bit of profit now. And also the second station, if you have a supply station here and you have a warehouse here with all the goods, you see it's got lots of vegetables. You could put another one, so you got a warehouse here again, and you could put that as vegetables because that's what it's storing. But then you could have extra trains, and you can use extra trains, for instance, for maybe things that I haven't been storing yet. Like I could get maybe a coal mine into here and then get another train track, and then I don't have to worry that actually the congestion will be building up, and so forth. And then when you develop things, you might need to put more tracks in, etc., as we said, and then also maybe develop these as a second station here or something for supply, and then a second station here. What I always find is you never have enough supplies in your stations, really. You have a warehouse and then you don't have the supplies that you want to be storing in there. And you know what? There's no stopping you from just having a small network compared to all these big companies like this. They have huge networks, but actually, are they doing really well? You could be making a smaller section, making sure that all the supplies are getting to everything, and just making it more fluid. You could see that I'm making way more profit here anyway. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts about that are, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be great.